Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster, and it's come to that time of the year for me to remove my winter coat, namely this thing that is sticking on my face that's been there since sort of late last year. And I was just going to cut it off, have a shave and be done with it, but it got me thinking whether or not this, whether it's facial hair, head hair or whatever, could potentially be used as a tinder source. Now I had a little bit of a look online and there was very little on there that I could find. So I thought, well, why not just give it a go and make a video out of it at the same time just to see whether it works or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this side here, which I had a shower this morning. This is nice and fresh and clean, and I'm not expecting too much from this. But I was also having a bacon sandwich this morning, and I thought, you know, what a good way to simulate a few days out in the field, no proper washing facilities. Maybe you've been eating around the fire and when touching your face and whatever. So while I was eating my bacon sandwich, every time I got a little bit of grease on my fingers, I basically just kind of rubbed it into the bit on the right hand side here. I don't know if on the camera this will pick up. Let's have a look. So this is sort of the greasy side, whereas this is the sort of the clean side. But what I'm going to do, I've got my other camera out today so I can do a bit of a close-up with the actual fire lighting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little bit off first, just the bit that sort of reaches down past my chin. And I'm going to use my fire still, and I'm going to see if I can get a fire with it. Now I hope you'll excuse me guys, I'm going to use the camera as a mirror. And can I just say before I do this, don't try this at home. I was going to use a pair of scissors for this, and I thought, well, actually, this is a pretty good simulation of if you're out in the field. So I'm going to very carefully use my knife to just remove this little bit. And as I say, I can't reiterate this enough. Don't try this at home. So there we go guys, there is a small amount of hair just there. I must admit I'm being a little bit tentative using this knife so close to my face, as I'm sure you can understand. But there's just a small amount of hair there. I'm going to get the other camera fired up and I'll put a video in video so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got my fire still, I've got my knife which I've just thrown on the floor, and we'll see if this lights. Okay, I know you guys won't be able to smell this, but there's a really strong smell of burning hair. I can see some bits of it have singed, but I'm not getting any flame. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that on the camera there. I realise this isn't particularly pleasant, but there's a lot of singed hair. It's sort of curled up where the sparks have taken it, but it's certainly not burning. So what I'm going to do, just clean that knife off a little bit, and what I'll do, I'm going to do the other side, the one that's sort of quite greasy, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we've got another little batch there. I'll just get the camera rolling again, and we'll see if this works any better. always had a little bit of a flame there. I'm just going to move this down here to a slightly more convenient position. Okay. So we had a little bit of flame, certainly not much. Okay. So it looks like the greasy side, and as I say that was almost deliberately impregnated with grease. Took a little bit of a flame, certainly not in my opinion enough to get a decent fire going, even if you had other tinder materials on hand. And to be honest, if you had other tinder materials, why would you be using that? But it was just something I wanted to try, guys. I hope you found it interesting, if nothing else than for the novelty value. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope to see you all next time. Thanks, guys.